Okay, welcome to week 8 team meeting. Welcome to week 8 team meeting of the 90 days challenge. Some of us have been serious with the challenge while others have not been serious. But it's already 64 days into the challenge and we'll be ending this challenge. And I think I will not be accountable for some people any longer to some extent. So I'll try and run through this very fast. The first thing I want to remind us is that we have to understand the power of duplication. In network marketing, we must understand that there must be duplication. So you may sell your products, you may recruit one person to the business, 2 people to the business, 10 people to the business. But if they are not duplicating, that's where the challenge is. Because what you've done, that's the sales you've made or the recruitment you've made, other people need to, that's the people you brought in need to do the same thing. That means they should be able to sell to, and they should be able to recruit people too. So duplication is what gives you leverage. Duplication is what walks you through financial confidence and then financial freedom over time. So we need to understand that there's so much power in duplication, in the ability for you to teach people how to do what you've done, teach people how to sell the way you've sold, teach people how to recruit people the way you've done, and then how to now, reproduce this. This is how you get to, increase your potential for earning in this business. The second thing I would say is show up every day. If you don't show up, just think of it as a job. There's no day you just decide to sleep in your house and don't show up for your job. You would not get paid. You would not get your required work done, and then it will translate to you missing out in your earning. So if you know your why, you would show up. That means the why, that's the reason why you started the business, the reason why you decided to join. If you know your why, you would be able to show up consistently. And when you show up consistently and you constantly show up, some people that doubted you before, they would gain confidence and they would decide to now join you, because it takes a long time for some people to build confidence and to build belief. So, but if they see that it's like this woman is showing up every time, or she's always coming to the office, or she's always talking about this product or talking about this opportunity, they would now decide to say, give it a try. Let's give it a try. So showing up every day would depend on your why. That's if you know why you actually started. If you really know that you want to make money, or if you really know that you want to give people personal development or financial freedom, or you know that, okay, this is what you're working towards. If you really know your why, you show up constantly, and then that will also translate to you being able to recruit more people. And that also translates to you making sales too. So once you show up to, you make sales because people see you every day and they start to build belief. The next thing is prospect with posture. So when you're telling people about this opportunity or anything at all, you need to have a posture with which you do it. If you do it like an amateur, people would sense that in the way you talk, in the way you show them the opportunity. And once they sense that you're an amateur, they would most likely not join you. But once they see that, okay, this person is putting me through like a professional, and this person is guiding me through this opportunity, like someone that really understands what he's doing and where he's going. Sometimes you would have to even share the vision of what's the possibility. When you prospect with posture, people will tend to join your opportunity more than someone that doesn't prospect with posture. He just does it anyhow. And then how does posture come? It comes with knowledge. You have the knowledge based on you reading books, looking at mentors or people in the industry that have gone ahead. I gained posture when I understood that this is not just a get rich quick scheme, or this is not just a one joke that you just do and then be done with. When I understood that this is something where people can even build their dreams upon or through, I understood that people have really done it in the past, people are still doing it. I gained the knowledge that it is not something I should take lightly. Then I started taking action and learning from those that have gotten experience. That translated to me doing it with posture, So that is very, very important. Knowledge is what builds posture. And then you now take action of what you've learned, maybe the books you've read, or maybe the videos you've watched on the leaders in the industry talking about how to do the business. That will not translate and separate you from the amateur. You will not speak like a professional. You will not think like a professional, and that would not translate with you getting more results. Now, when you start to prospect with posture, you have to understand that you would now begin to build your leadership skills, because Eric Warren said that the 4 things that are the pillars of network marketing is sales. So you must either sell a product or a service of the company. The second thing is recruitment. You must recruit people into the business. 5, 10, 1,000 people actually recruit up to 1,000 personally over time. And then duplication, you have to duplicate, teach these people how to do the same thing you've done. If you keep doing it alone, you're going to wear out, you're going to feel frustrated. So you have to duplicate, teach people to do what you've done. And when they do that, you now build your leadership skills. Number 4 is leadership. When you learn to be a leader, you coach bigger people in your industry, in your company. You will see that it translates to you becoming someone to look up to, someone that people would direct people to. And then it builds your team. And then your ability for you to also produce leaders, within your team and organization would help you. All these things will not just happen overnight. I'm saying personal growth is what will fuel your leadership. So how does personal growth come? You must read books on personal development. You must read books on network marketing. You must listen to people that have gone ahead. Leadership is the highest calling. Personal growth is what fuels it, and it will keep you at the top. When it keeps you at the top, that's when your earning increases. That's when your potential for becoming the $1 million earner you really wanted to be increases. So you need to really understand that as much as you're making sales, you're recruiting people, you're duplicating, you're really helping people to do the same thing you've done. Also, leadership is very important. Some companies you see where people are making videos. All these things I'm doing, teaching, holding these online meetings and the rest. I'm building my leadership skills. So when you get to build your team up to a 5 or 10, people may be constrained with distance, but then the 21st century now, nothing is a hindrance. You can learn to increase your communication within your team by getting in contact with your team members online. The Zoom app is very helpful. WhatsApp is very helpful. Sometimes a question and answer session is very, very good too. So leadership is very, very important. And the last thing I would say is that check out other leaders in the industry. Check out other leaders in the industry. If you don't check out other leaders in the industry, how will your belief grow? How will your confidence grow? How will you know how to lead well? So when you attend events, both online and offline, when you commit yourself to really looking at the trend, how leaders have grown, it helps you to be a good leader yourself. I know how much I use YouTube videos. I check Eric Warren every single week. There's no week I don't watch his video. Leaders in the industry, people that you believe that you are connected to the kind of things. Recently, I encountered Rob Sperry. Rob Sperry, I looked at his Instagram page. It was so inspiring. These are leaders in the industry that would motivate you to start thinking big, start understanding that as you're growing, you have to grow towards being a leader also. And then belief is built by hearing and seeing. When you see these leaders speak, when you see them, on stage talking about their opportunity also and building people up, you build belief in the thing become part of. So, and then once you've moved from checking them out, you then duplicate what they are doing, do what they are doing. These Zoom classes I'm holding now is based on what the leaders in the industry are saying that we should do. Learn to communicate live with your team, learn to, get in contact with them. So this is just a very short, I made it this short so that I will drive home the point that we need to learn to, increase in our knowledge. We need to learn to understand that you can do more, you can be more, you can increase better. But if you don't commit to the process, if you don't decide to show up every day, if you don't decide to spend time doing the money making activities, you would not make much progress. You would not make much progress. Now you may be asking me, what is the money making activity? Sales. I've mentioned them. Sales, recruitment. You need to recruit people, and then you need to start training these people, duplicate and train them to do the same thing you've done. You need to show up every day. You need to prospect with posture. And how does that come in? When you have the knowledge, you have to read books constantly. They don't go a week without intentional personal development. And showing up every day, you can be on your WhatsApp status, Facebook story, Facebook timeline. The internet now is a very powerful machine. You need to learn to use that. And if you are consistent enough, if you stay the course, if you do these things as much as possible, with time, you would see that your income would increase, and then you would become the value magnets you really wanted to be, and you become the top earner you really desire to be. Please, are there any questions? I'm opening it up for questions. If there are no questions, we would call it a day. Thank you very, very much, everyone that was here. Have a very good implementation of this. You need to implement this too. So I'm wishing you guys bigger heights if you keep implementing these things you're learning. Okay, bye for now.